This film is brought to you by New York Life and its over 10,000 agents and representatives who offer you quality financial products and services to help you get the most out of life.
Get it started right here.
Talk and cheat, man. Everybody commit to your man, knock him down, take it to the house, all right? Wedge, right, adjust. Ready?
From the piney woods to the bayou, bring out the cheers. The New Orleans Saints are winners after 21 long years.
Who that say they're gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they're gonna beat them Saints? Who that?
We've been down too long, too many years. We must resume the fight, continue to persevere. There's one minor change in this repeating show. The Saints are going to the playoffs.
Montana to hold. Snap is back. It's blocked by Sutton. Picked up by Poe. There's nobody in front of him in the goal line. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown.
It's time for the city to gather inside the Superdome to show the boys that we are really behind the cause. There's two ways that we can show them our support. Scream real loud and wear our black and gold.
Back to the touchdown. The touchdown.
Martin in motion right to left. Hebert straight drop, looking, dumping it over the middle to Hilliard to the 30, 25, 20, still battling inside the 15, 10, 5, touchdown safe.
I believe the time has finally come to journey on our track to number one. I see the playoffs are in each of our hands. Extra effort will get us there. On the way, take all the way. Oh, I believe. Take all
In muggy Metairie, Louisiana, the Saints and head coach Jim Mora prepared for the season opener. The highly respected Cleveland Browns would provide the first test.
This team needs to win. This team has only won 3 league openers in the 20 years. You know, it's not going to kill us if we lose to them, but if we could beat them, I just think it would mean that we're a good football team this year, and I'm looking to find out what kind of team we're going to be.
First and goal from the 5. Hebert, play action, rolling to his left, lots of time, standing tall, now throwing in the end zone, touchdown, Hobie Brenner. First and 10 from the 16. Rolling right is Hebert, dancing away from an on-rushing player across the pass route. Brenner is good for the touchdown.
Unbelievable play. Hobie Brenner makes another circus catch.
Against the two-time AFC Central champions, Bobby Hebert, Hobie Brenner, and Dalton Hilliard paced New Orleans. But it was their stifling defense that provided the margin of victory.
More wide receivers. Bernie dropping into the end zone. He's hit. The ball goes free. It's another safety.
2 fourth-quarter safeties sealed a vital 28-21 win. Only their 4th opening day victory in 21 years. But after a loss in Philadelphia came the strike.
Forcade out of the shotgun, 2nd and 10 from the...
While there was far more madness than method, a diverse collection of irregulars managed 2 wins in the 3 replacement games.
45 to the 50 to the 45 of the Saints. The ball comes loose. Another Ram has picked it up. This is alignment. This one's going to be seen on the highlights for a long, long time. 28 looking to lateral it. The ball goes loose and the Saints have it. It's Forcade. He's got it at the 40, 45, 50.
Continuity was lost. The regulars were rusty. And when the strike finally ended, these young Saints needed a leader more than ever before. Jim Mora was precisely that man.
coaches in the past have said you guys are professionals, you know what to do, what it takes to win, and it's never gotten done. Jim Mora makes sure that it gets done.
Jim Mora grabbed hold of the Saints and didn't let go. Not until he tore them apart and rebuilt them in his own image. Tough, demanding, a perfectionist whose work ethic and no-nonsense approach commands respect.
He's an outstanding taskmaster.
He's a guy that's, I guess the term, and my dad used to use this, I'm hard, but I'm fair. And he is, you know, he works your butt off.
He has rules that you must live by. And if you don't want to live by his rules, you won't be around.
You know, you don't have to love the guy, you know, as long as you can respect him as a human being and as a coach, and I think that's very important.
When I was with the Saints, we scrimmaged often the Dolphins, and it's a lot of Shua in Jim Mora. He doesn't worry too much about pleasing the players. He just works them, but they respect him.
I think it's important that you're respected. I think that's extremely important. I think if players do not respect you, they have a hard time playing for you. I think everybody wants to be liked, and I would like to be liked, but it's not important to me that I'm liked. I'd rather be respected than liked. If they don't like me, that's too bad.
Mora's winning mission propelled the Saints as the regulars returned to face the 49ers, the class of the division. Few expected this game to alter the course of Saints history, yet its impact and its aftermath could be felt for the rest of the record-setting season. New Orleans fought back from a 17-6 halftime deficit on the strength of its defense and its special teams, which accounted for the Saints' only touchdown.
Saints coming after it and blocking the punt. Reggie Sutton, it's in the air. Touchdown Saints!
With 7 seconds remaining in the game, the Saints had a shot to win, to prove themselves as real contenders for the NFC West crown. What didn't happen set the stage for what did. The press conference heard round the world.
Snap is back. Kick is up. He missed it wide left. Morton Anderson wide to the left by about 3 yards on a 52-yard.
They're better than we are. We're not good enough. We shouldn't even be thinking about beating this 49ers. We shouldn't be talking about it because the Saints ain't good enough. And you guys shouldn't write about us being a playoff team and all that bullshit. That's malarkey. We ain't good enough to beat those guys, and it was proven out there today. It's that simple. We're not good enough yet. We got a long way to go. We got a lot of work to do. We're close, and close don't mean... And you can put that on TV for me.
Jim Mora's emotional press conference became a rallying cry for the Saints.
I think it was something that shook the guys, woke everybody up, and made guys think, hey, we better get the ball rolling.
Hey, it did something for the team, did something for the players. You know, coming close doesn't get it, and he made the point very clear.
Mora's blow-up led directly to a Week 8 blowout in Atlanta, where the offensive line spearheaded a 38-0 victory. This unit included Jim Dombrowski, Joel Hilgenberg, Stan Brock, Pro Bowl guard Brad Edelman, number 63, and all-rookie guard Steve Trapillo, number 65. Dalton Hilliard ran for 2 of the Saints' 4 rushing touchdowns, and the defense ran roughshod over the Falcons. The Saints followed this triumph with a 31-14 win over the Rams in Anaheim, then traveled to San Francisco for their 3rd straight road contest. In a rematch against the division-leading 49ers, the Saints' quest for revenge proved to be a smashing success. In a case of poetic justice, Morton Anderson got the opportunity to erase a 24-23 deficit with a little over a minute left in the game.
Well, here we go. Morton Anderson has a chance to be the hero as he had the chance in the first game and became its GOAT. Snap is back. Kick is up. Kick is on its way. It is short, and it is just over the crossbar and good. Oh, baby. Everybody off the Saints bench to congratulate Morton Anderson.
All-Pro place kicker Morton Anderson, a 6-year veteran, and other longtime Saints finally saw disappointment become a thing of the past.
In the past, at the start of the year, the dreams are all there, Super Bowl championship, and then as our seasons have gone on, all your dreams have sort of narrowed down. We've dreamt then of being just in a playoff and finally to have a winning season, then maybe just to win one more week or to keep a coach.
Reserve quarterback Dave Wilson and tight end John Tice, number 82, found that long, elusive touch of glory. And tight end Hobie Brenner was another old Saint who grabbed hold of a new dream. Cornerback Dave Waymer earned Pro Bowl honors in his 8th season with the Saints. Waymer helped the defense post an NFL-high 48 takeaways. Another prime mover in a push-and-shove world was nose tackle Tony Elliott, number 99. The veteran nucleus of one of the league's stingiest defenses also included number 73 Frank Warren, Jim Wilkes, number 75 Bruce Clark, and Ricky Jackson, whose look of determination perfectly matches his playing style. Number 57 Jackson recorded 9.5 sacks on the season, and he led a relentless charge against the New York Giants in Week 11 that resulted in a 23-14 victory. The high-flying Saints were now on the verge of their first ever winning season.
From Three River Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it's the New Orleans Saints against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello again, everybody. Jim Henderson with you to tell you the play-by-play story of today's game. And who would have thought way back in 1966 that it would have taken this long? 21 long years Saints fans have waited for a winner. But with a victory today, the Saints will ensure themselves of the first winning record in the franchise's history through 21 years. Could this be the day that the Saints will be winners? Winners at long last.
But the Saints looked sluggish in the early stages of their 4th road game in 5 weeks. At halftime, they trailed 14-3. But although they were down, they weren't out. With history on the line, these new breed Saints stormed back to become winners at long last.
Give us to Mays, trying the right side. He's still trying to turn the corner. He will do so and get in for the touchdown. Straight drop back by Bobby. Looking, throwing in the end zone. He's got Eric Martin. Touchdown, Saints!
Right now, we got to start doing some work. Right now.
And this will be, obviously, the play of the game. Malone is looking at a 4th and goal from the Saint 1-yard line. The Saints are leading 20-14. 4th and goal from the 1. Pitching it to Pollard, sweeping left. He stopped short of the goal line. The Saints have held him. The Saints have held him inside the 1 on 4th down, and the ball will go back to New Orleans. The Saints are winners for the first time in 21 years. The Saints are going to take a 20-16 victory back home to New Orleans, along with their first winning season ever.
By achieving this, people can no longer say and write and talk about that the Saints are the only NFL team never to have a winning season.
The first winning season in Saints history captivated not only the city, but the entire state. Everywhere, people knew who those Saints were, and by nightfall, they poured out into the streets to toast their mighty warriors, winners all around.
They're the best. They're the best. Absolutely the best. What do you guys think? They're the best or what? All right.
While no one boogied like owner Tom Benson, dancing in the dome spotlighted the young Saints. The youngsters knew all the steps, all the right moves, like the slam dancing of linebacker Pat Swilling.
You got guys like Ricky Jackson who's used to making plays, and then you got a young guy like me who's hungry, who wants to make plays, to make things happen, strip balls, get interceptions, to get sacks.
While Swilling sacked quarterbacks, Vaughn Johnson led the team in tackles. Young ball hawks like Van Jakes, Gene Atkins, and Brett Maxey manned the secondary. But the leader of this thieving defense was Pro Bowler Sam Mills.
I feel like I have to be like a madman on the field. I can't be my regular relaxed self. Just go out and feel like nobody can stop you. You feel like nobody can block you, nobody can break a tackle or run by you.
Job.
While the defense was sprinkled with young players, the offense was staffed by them. Quarterback Bobby Hebert did not always stand like an oak in the pocket, but he could find the trees through the forest. Behind this young general marched a corps of youthful impact players like Lonzel Hill, Mel Gray, and number 86, Mike Jones. Eric Martin, number 84, was versatile and dangerous, and led the team in every receiving category. There was no sophomore slump for Pro Bowl running back Reuben Mays. In a strike-shortened year, the NFL's third leading rusher came up a few strides short of his second 1,000-yard season. While few carried the bread like Reuben Mays, on the Saints, number 36 carried half a loaf.
Reuben Mays is a great back, but so is Dalton Hilliard. And I think in the NFL today, you need to have two great running backs. You know, the beating that they take, and kind of the ball control offense that we are, both with the run and the pass, that we need those type of running backs.
1st and 10 from the 30 of the Falcons. Hilliard sweeping left. He's got running room. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Saints.
The elusive Hilliard scored the most touchdowns and helped propel the Saints to the longest victory streak of the season.
We beat good teams because we played well enough to beat good teams. We never thought that, well, you know, it's time to lose one because we're the Saints and the winning streak must end. I think that's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, ludicrous, if not downright impossible, to expect the Saints to keep the winning streak intact against the Bengals. But the defense did not allow another score, and Dave Wilson quarterbacked the Saints to 38 unanswered points.
Wilson dropping back, throwing, looking in the end zone for Jones. Caught for the touchdown. What a finger!
Buford Jordan scored 2 touchdowns in the dramatic 41-24 comeback. And 8 straight victories became 9 in a 33-24 win against the Packers in the season's finale. The 21-year-long nightmare became a dream season, where 12 victories became stepping stones to the playoffs.
Good things come to those who wait, and the people here have waited 21 years for this. It's a fantastic feeling, and I know one that you must cherish as a former player.
Well, I do. It's a unique organization in that the Saints came to New Orleans in 1967, so these fans are great football fans in the South. They've been very loyal to this team. Been a lot of lean years. They've waited a long time.
Dalton Hilliard behind Hebert on 2nd and 10. Bobby looks to throw again into the end zone for Martin. Touchdown! 3 wide receivers. Wilson drops, stands at his 45, throws it for all he's worth down the far sideline. It'll be a jump ball at the goal line.
Was it taken in by the Vikings? It may have been. It is. It looks like Hassan Jones won that jump ball in the end zone for the touchdown.
A blessed season was cursed by a Hail Mary.
21 years season ticket holder, my friend, and I'll stick with them, too. I cried when they came on, and I'm crying now.
Great season. Great season.
A great season indeed. One that enraptured and enthralled the city and the state. In 1987, the New Orleans Saints ascended from the dungeons of pro football
Thank God for the Saints.
to the seat of the throne in the NFL.
Looking back, I think we had one fine season here, you know, and we should be able to walk away with our heads held high and be proud of what we've accomplished here.
You know, we can look back and say, hey, we did a good job during this year. We know how to get there. Let's just see if we can do something the next time we get there.
And we're looking forward to 1988. We got a good team, great coaching staff, and I think we're ready to roll.
You can't take away the fact that this team won 12 games this year and had the second best record in the National Football League, and I'm very proud of what this team's accomplished. Proud for them and for the whole organization. Very proud.